What's up, guys? We're going to roll right in here and do, what are we calling these?
I haven't found a name, but it's just gear available today.
So these are the gear videos we've been doing once a week where we sit down after we do the Q&A for members. We record these on Friday. I'm going to show you some gear. We're going to talk about it, the history of it. I don't know what comes out of that. I just go off in little different tangents having to do with gear. We need a title for these. This will be the third one, I think, or the fourth one we've done. Come up with a good title, and we'll title that. And we build these based off your interactions. If you like these videos and you find out some things about the company or some history or you learn something, leave a comment. What'd you take away from it? Why do you like them? You think they're funny? You like listening to the history of the company, or you're just here to find out about the gear? I do a live video every night at 9 o'clock. In the beginning, I show gear, and then we just have a conversation for an hour or so about whatever you guys want to talk about. And that can always be gear, if that's what you're there for. But the different video series, we do have different pockets of people, and the interests are different from those other groups. So these are led by you guys. This is gear that we just built this week. We have these available. We have some other color options also, but I'm just going to tell you about these individual pieces of gear. Sometimes it's why we made them, who we made them for, what they do, what other things they will do. Or maybe you're just here like, oh shit, I've been waiting for green subloads. They're there. I'm going to go get them right now, right? Maybe that's just you. So we could save you a lot of time if that's you, and you could just jump on the lives in the first couple of minutes. That's where I show the gear we make each day. And then I also walk around the shop in the very beginning and show you what's actually on the sewing machines. So you get a sneak peek on what's coming up. These are the stuff that's in the rows to be sewn going down the line, and the stuff that's physically on the machines that didn't finish today but will finish tomorrow or the next day. And then you know to look out for that stuff. We send a text out every night if you're on our text app. Every now and then we're like, man, you guys spam my text. Yeah, we told you we were going to. You're going to get one every week. It's going to show the stuff that's in there. If you don't like text, we got email. We only send an email out Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday's email is different than Friday, and Friday's is different than Saturday. They ebb a little bit. They change a little bit. But the cream of the crop stuff that we put out typically lands on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The stuff that people are looking for, the stuff people ask for, it's never going to come with a promo. The higher sought after stuff comes out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You're only the text guy. When we showed it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it already sold out. We get that question all the time. When are you going to build this thing? What are you talking about? We've built it 3 times in the last 2 months, but it wasn't important enough for you to know it. So text app and email app, if you really want to buy the stuff or you want to see what's going on currently, just gear-wise. So we'll jump in before I start reading this question and answer, which we already did. We'll just jump right in here. This is a subload. What is a subload? It means it hangs off of your belt with a hanger, and it attaches around your leg with a leg strap. These have 2 leg straps. These are built as early as the 80s, probably before that. They just weren't known because there was no real social media or anything. This subload it has 2 magazine pouches on it. This is a CQB subload. This carries 2 M4 mags per pocket, so you can carry 4. It'll carry a pair of clamped MP5 mags, so you can carry 2 pairs. It'll also carry 3 single MP5 mags, so you can put 6 MP5 mags in here. What that also means is it'll hold a bunch of other subgun mags. These don't have a ton of adjustment. They have adjustment in the manner of this lid has this much Velcro. You can cinch it down or you can cinch it up. Now here you only have 1/2 inch of Velcro, right? Maybe that matters to you, maybe that doesn't. You also have this Fastex buckle that you can let all the way out and still secure this right here. These magazine pouches, these are CQB magazine pouches, have Velcro and Fastex. Why? Velcro is faster. We can pull this down. We can lock this back out of the way. Now you're just ripping this. This is faster speed of extraction. Every now and then you get some little whiny babies like, oh my God, they heard the Velcro. Yeah, you don't think they just heard that 30 rounds you just dumped if you're pulling magazines out? It's a moot. It's an asshole thing that people say when they have nothing of value to add, who have never had the experience to know the difference. Now, why do we have this? Well, we have this for noise discipline and security of the items in the pouch. But you just said Velcro doesn't matter. Well, Velcro might not matter because you might have something in here, for instance, that's not ammunition. And you can now have the security of this. We can deaden this Velcro out. We can put a piece of opposing Velcro here so that it negates the Velcro, and now you have this. And you can open a Fastex buckle quietly with very little practice, and you can pull something out of your signaling device, radio, smoke, demo, pyro, whatever you need out of there. Also, if the Velcro freezes in certain environments and you rip the Velcro open, it doesn't reseal when it's frozen. If you get a lot of blood in there and it becomes viscous, or you get kelp in there, a lot of times it won't mate. Now you have the buckle also so that you can reclose that should you need to. I know this sounds cool. Most goobers listening to this will never be in a position where that makes any difference, but that's what it was designed for. So, outboard, you can also, while we're on the internal pocket, these CQB mag pouches, we make a 16 round pull-out tray, holds 8 rounds of buckshot on each side, right? 16, 32 rounds of shotgun. Has a elastic loop on the bottom. You run some 550, run it through this grommet, knot it. Now you can pull this out. You can reload 8 rounds into your gun, or 5 or 6, whatever. Let it dangle. You're back in the fight. This used to be the way we did it. We did this for 20 years before I ever came up with the pull-out shotgun tray pouches. Those are faster. This does a lot more, though. This was the meat and potatoes. We built thousands of these things. Eagle built millions of these things, probably. Blackhawk built, everybody built subloads. Our subloads are the best. They were the best. They still are the best. And there's a few things that set them apart. We have way more features on the same footprint. On the side here, you got pistol mags. Pistol mags also fit Surefire light, like a 6P, G2, any of that size light. So any of your 2-cell LED lights or 18650s will fit in here. Monocular, right? You might want to look at somebody at distance. Can I identify who that is before I put my gun at them? Different environment, combat versus civilian environment. 550 cord, setting traps, setting signal, setting whatever. Folding tool, multi-tool, Surefire light, folding knife, all that stuff fits in there. Everything fits there. Now, these come with, man, this Velcro's loud. These come with 2 leg straps and a hanger. This hanger lives on your belt. When you get in and out of your car, truck, whatever, this takes up the footprint on your belt. It's always there. When you need these extra rounds, you pull them out of your wherever they are and you clip them in. Now they're on your leg. You have 2 leg straps. While we're on the hanger, we make a hanger that has MOLLE on the front and back, has PALS webbing. So you can affix this to something and still have this real estate. The 2-inch real estate's not really a big deal. If you put this here and you're like, man, I wish I had smoke grenades here, you can still put them to the sides. It'll still affix and just cover this piece here. This hanger is Velcro wrapped, right? It Velcros around, right? What does that mean? It also has Velcro on the inside. Dudes ask, do I need a Velcro liner on my belt? If you're asking the question, you don't need the liner. Here's what the liner's for. This opposing Velcro mates up with the inside Velcro on your belt. All of our 2-inch duty belts automatically come with it. Our pants belts, being our EDC, our low profile, stuff like that, they don't necessarily come with it, because if you don't know, you're not ever, this isn't something that's on your radar. You're not using it. This locks to the inside, and it keeps this from sliding around. So it doesn't just slide from belt loop to belt loop. We ran belts for decades without Velcro liners, and it wasn't a problem. But it locks that in there. What it also does, because it's locked on the inside, and your belt is through this, and your belt is against your body and your pants, this part that closes is on the back side of your belt, sandwiched between the belt and your body. This sucker's never coming off of here. We've seen guys actually get hung up upside down on these things on line gear and ropes and stuff, and this still didn't come off. So it's very stable. The 2 leg straps. Why are our leg straps not sewn on here? The real question is, why are the leg straps sewn on other companies' stuff? And that is so that they can take, this is webbing here, all the way through here, the elastic's on the back. A lot of companies sew this piece around, and they sew the buckle, they sew the elastic through there. And what happens is when you pull on this, eventually it eats that elastic away. Why do they do that? It's way less sewing. And you don't have to sew through near the bulk. Where I'm sewing through here, I'm sewing through 4 layers of elastic and 2 layers of webbing. It's very thick. And we sew this on here, and these are not permanently affixed here. There's not a left or a right hand. Do you want your elastic to the front, or do you want your buckle to the front? There's 2 trains of thought. It's really goober stuff. The buckle to the front, you're going to push through and catch damage. The buckle's going to catch the scratches and the abrasion. It also makes a little noise. Nowadays, we can rhino coat these, plasti dip them, wrap them in rigger's tape, whatever you want. Most of the time, it doesn't fucking matter. All the other stuff you have on Boo Boo LaFufu is making all kinds of more noise. Like your fucking footsteps are louder. Your fucking your heavy breathing's louder than your buckle. But with this to the front, the elastic's towards the back, and it's the most protected, which is what's going to fail on this if anything ever fails. The elastic is the weakest point of this system. Does it matter? Not really. There's 2 layers of elastic here. The way we've sewn these in here, there's 2 independent layers, and that's so that if you do cut that top layer in some manner, you still have this secondary layer. Does it matter? Not really. You could 550 this up and kind of cobble it back together if you had to in the field. But that's what that's for. And rather than being left dominant and you have to wear it on the right or vice versa, we let you flip these. This leg strap has a long strap of elastic on the inside that slides between these keepers here, so you can flip this leg strap how you want it. If we put them on there and gave them to you, most people would never question. They wouldn't even realize that it's reversible. But that's what that is for. And this is how we've always made our leg straps. You won't see other companies do it. And if you ask them, they're like, blah, blah, blah. The truth is, it's a lot more labor to do it that way. And that's the CQB Subload. Now I have another one right here. Looks just like it. This is a patrol subload. The difference between the CQB and the patrol subload is instead of carrying 2 mags per pocket here, this will carry 3 M4 mags. It's about an inch wider. Because it'll carry 3 M4 mags, it will also carry 2 308 mags. So you can carry 6 M4 mags here or 4 308 mags right here. 16-round buckshot will still fit here. Smoke grenades, military smokes, fit in both pockets perfectly, whether it be CQB or patrol. It's just a little bigger in the patrol, a little more room. They issued these to Marine Corps Scout snipers. A lot of the platoons got these. They were running 3 M4 mags. John, that's a sniper. What are you talking about? Yeah, every sniper platoon, every sniper team went out with a M16. A lot of them had 203s. They would carry 3 mags here, and then they would carry a Pelican case over here, which had signaling and SEER equipment, and it had waterproof equipment in the other pouch. Other than that, it's the same thing. This will carry your 308s. It'll carry your 5.56, whereas that one just carries 5.56 or lesser. That's the patrol. We have both of these right now. We just built a bunch of these NOD. They were built up. I've got them in inventory right now. We can ship them to you whatever day you order these. They'll ship the next business day. These are sand socks. If you know what these are, then you know what the use for them is. If you don't know what these are, you probably don't have a use for them. And what this is this goes under the rear stock. It's a rear stock bag. So your gun's up on a bipod. You're never going to shoot from a bipod. I know somebody's like, oh my God. You're going to shoot off of a ruck, a wall, whatever. Sometimes it has to be a bipod. This goes under the back stock of the gun, okay? So you're armed in this thing. You're up here. And as you're inhaling and exhaling, you're watching those crosshairs come up and down on your target. This stabilizes the back of it. And you can, if I need to lower my target, I can push this bag and it makes the bag stand up. If I need to raise it, I just let the tension off of this and this comes down. This comes up and down like this. It's literally what this is for. If you've done any precision shooting, you'll see them in the movies. They're like, inhale, outhale, inhale, exhale half, pause, let your heartbeat stabilize. Like if you're running and you come onto target and you're breathing and you're looking through your optics, you're watching with every breath. And then you'll even sit, literally, if you don't have good cardio, your heartbeat, you'll literally see that reticle bounce through looking through your glass. That's where these come into play. This is just part of it. It's called a sand sock because guys literally took their sock and put sand in it. You can achieve this. You can field make this. You can man-made this. These are the ones we make. These have a media in them. It's a plastic bead. Guys use coffee beans. Guys use sand, natural vegetation, rocks. You can use all kinds of shit. You'll see guys using BBs for airsoft BBs. They're soft, or they're not soft. They're smooth. They're really fast. They react very fast. When you do this, they make too much movement because they're completely round. The media we use is a black pellet that's oblong and it's flat on both sides, and that makes the shift slower. I have more control over it. I give lesser input and it gives lesser movement, whereas when you use the airsoft BBs, you can totally do it. Guys do it with airsoft BBs. Why would I want a plastic bead media or some poly or something? They don't absorb water. You could totally do the same thing with sand. When it absorbs moisture, it gets wet and it gains weight. And this is the same consistency every single time. It doesn't absorb any moisture. Guys did it for 100 years before they were using plastics. We just built a ton of these yesterday in Coyote, and I had a bunch in these, so I brought them out. I've got Highlander, Cryptek Highlander, and Cryptek Typhon. I have these three. I have others in there. I just didn't have like lots of them. I have a couple dozen of each of these. That's why I'm showing you these. If you order them, they'll ship out whenever you order them. If you're doing this like this week, next week, the shit all goes. Another product. This is one of the first things we ever made. This is a 6x6 zippered utility pocket. We started the 500 IV pouch was one of the first things we made to go on the sides of the LBVs. And that's when it was 2-inch webbing and you used Alice clips to clip them on. I couldn't get 2-inch webbing that I could really sew through, so we were using 2-inch webbing on everything, and guys were still using 2¼ inch Alice clips. Nowadays, guys would lose their minds over that. That's not even doable. Then when we started coming into contact with a lot of guys doing amphibious operations, being the SEAL teams, battalion recon and force recon, we still saw Alice clips on stuff. They were themselves putting 2-inch gear onto 2¼ inch gear with Alice clips. And then they were putting 2-inch to 2-inch with Alice clips. But what we also saw is while there were Alice clips there, they were taking 550 cord and coring it out. And they'd bring it around, tie it, put their knot in it, and then they'd super glue it. And then they'd cut those tails off. So they still had the Alice clips there, but they were using the 550 cord. And we also saw tons of zip ties in 550 cord. And for 10 years, that's how guys were putting that shit on. That's how we were telling customers to put it on. And then Malice clips came on the scene and things changed a little bit. But this was the pocket that was sewn later on the side of the LBV. When we did the Rallyman vest, which was made for, I think we made it for Craig Rainbolt, the Rallyman vest. And then we did one called the Surefire Instructor vest, which the Rallyman had the adjustable mag pouches, which is what the Rallyman mags are named after. They're patrol mags with a more adjustable lid, so you could do the AKs with them also. You can still do AKs, it just does it a little better in the Rallyman. And then we did the Surefire Instructor vest, which was a Rallyman vest or a patrol vest with one pocket on the side. And then we did the Light Fighter vest for Jaeger, which had both pockets. It had pockets on both sides. And we took these pockets and then made them standalone. Guys kept asking for them. Back then, there was no MOLLE on the front. There's no PALs on the front. It was just a pocket. And we still make it. We make this pocket, the 6x6 zipper utility pocket, with a flat pocket or with modular. So if you have the PALs webbing on the front, you can put triple pistol mags on here. You could put whatever you want to put on here. If you have the flat pocket, it's okay. Guys typically were putting Skoll or Copenhagen or a compact for putting on camo paint or a Lensatic compass in there. Other than that, it's just open inside. These still have the holdover. In the grommet in the bottom, there's a patch of Velcro here. And this is so that you can close this. You can Velcro this big-ass grommet closed. I've never seen anybody, I'm sure there's some people out there now using half-inch grommets like this, or 3/4 grommets. Everybody uses a tiny grommet for water drainage. What we saw with a lot of these guys doing real work, there was always debris in their pockets. And as soon as they got in water, they never drained because there was debris in there. So from day one, we have used huge grommets. And they used to be brass. They used to just be, what was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, it sounded like a gunshot. shotgun, but like real close. Maybe a car accident.
Let's pause for a minute. That Velcro covers that. And the reason that's there, Force Recon used to do these transition drills, back and forth, rifle, pistol, and they would do these malfunction drills. And they were firing 1911 rounds, but the SEALs would come. Is that another gunshot?
Do that again.
That's not me.
Yeah, it's something out there.
So what was happening is the SEALs would come in and their 9mm rounds were falling through these every now and then. If they use this thing for 100 hours, you get a couple dudes with one bullet. You could get it to fall through here. So we just they asked for the Velcro to be there. It's just a holdover. We've stopped putting it everywhere. It's literally just on the cut list and we still put it there. I guarantee you, nobody fucking uses this. And if they were, and they get wet, their shit fills up, they're like, shit, I should have taken that off of there. But this is this. We just built these. It's the footprint is 4 columns wide, and roughly it's a 7x7 pouch is what it is, and it's 3.5 seam to seam. But because it's nylon, right? This is 3 inches here, but you could put your Magic 8-ball in here and still zip it up. You can make it go wide this way by losing a little bit this way. A lot of people never have that conversations for some reason. You'll know your Magic 8-ball is there, but you can carry, am I going to win this battle, right? And we just built these. They're just a nice pouch. You can put them all kinds of places. We do make a lot of stuff that's not on people's radar. We make this pouch taller. We make a side pouch. It's a zipper pouch, looks just like this. It's 2 columns wide. We make one that's 3 columns wide, and we make one that's 4 columns wide that are about this tall. We do the side pouches for the day pack. We do the side pouches for the mini packs. We have a lot of them. We just never market them. They're just embedded in there. We've really done a terrible job. Like when you look at our day pack, hey, we recommend this side pouch and we recommend these internal pouches. We're just terrible with that shit. But we do have them. So this is an injectable medical pouch. Eli Miller. We had played with this several times over the years. I built one and we never did anything with it. A couple years later, I took the exact same thing, refined it just a little bit, and we put one of these out. And we still build these. We've been building them for a few years. And it's semi-rigid. It's not crush-proof, but it's stiffer than a normal pouch. It's got a big flat pocket right here, so you can put whatever you need in there. Velcro here. You can put our 308 ammo cards here and have all those little loops for ampules and vials. You can put pre-jects in here. This rips out. It's clear. Unzips. Mesh on one side, zipper on the other. You can fully see what's in here. You can also pass it or leave it or do whatever with it. It goes right in there. And then the other side's the same. You can put a 7.62 ammo card here for injectables, pins, pencils, you can organize however. And then we gave you 3 slots. This was specifically what was asked for. We've put these out. Guys carry all kinds of stuff. You can use it for admin type shit. You can use it for testosterone replacement therapy. You can use it for anything. You can also use it for injectable meds and such. We've got these in several colors. You can check them out online. I think we have a video on that. Not a whole lot else. It's part of in our EDC line. Really, it, I guess, should be in our medical line also. This right here is a Rallyman magazine pouch. Like we talked about earlier, it's the same as the Patrol Mag pouch. The only difference from it is instead of the lid being one continuous piece, it's actually Velcroed in, and it's Velcroed in with a shitload of Velcro. It's a 3x5 footprint. Once that's in there and made it in, that sucker's never coming out. You're going to put this where you want it. And you can carry tall things in here like water bottles. You can bring it down and carry tall or 308 mags. You can bring it down and carry 5.56 mags. You can also bring it even lower and carry standard 20-round mags. Now, your standard 20-round 308 mag fits almost flush here. So what do you do with that? Well, you do the same thing guys have done for 30 years with those mag pouches. You just simply put something in the bottom. What do I put there? We don't give a shit. You can put cardboard. You can see a little jewelry pillow in there. We used to take foam and cover it in Cordura and put a grommet hole in it so it would still drain. Put a 4-inch bandage in the bottom, bump it up so you have something usable there. Do whatever you want with it. Fully functional. Guys would put all kinds of shit. We've seen dudes put pistol mags and then put their rifle mags so they had extra pistol mags in there. These come with Powell's webbing on the side. We do build these with or without pistol mags. And then on the back, they are modular like everything else. We also do these pouches, all of these standalone rifle pouches, we do with a belt attachment. It's a 2-inch wide belt attachment. It has the same lock-in that I showed you in that Subload hanger. Everybody out there just used a single piece of webbing to wrap it. I used a double piece because it was more robust and it seemed a little more stable. It's overkill. You don't need it if you're a guy listening to this and you build shit. Mine looks a lot better. You should do it the way I do it. But we do them belt attach or modular, and we do them with or without pistol mags. And the Rallyman, I don't know why you'd buy a patrol magazine pouch if we have a Rallyman in stock. It just does everything, plus just a little bit more if you ever need to. We have these in all kinds of colors. We run them all the time. Amazingly, I don't think we've ever run these in woodland. Somebody on a live feed the other night asked if we would. So I think we just did like 48 of these in woodland. Last, not least, everybody needs to take notes, and everybody has gotten so far away from taking notes. Even when I read my own writing now, I have to look at it and go, what did I mean to say? And everybody prepper and homesteader and talking about like electronics and EMP, keep them away to write. The Write in the Rain pads or there's another one, it's called, I can't remember the other, field notes. Have some kind of paper that you can write on and it will remain there. These are cool. They make them in all kinds of sizes, as you guys know. We have in our EDC line, we've got stuff for 3x5s. This is a 5x7. They've got a larger one. We make them all the way up to journal ledgers. Yeah, the composition books. Yep. Size. This is just a cover. You could put this over a Bible, depending on the size. You could put this on all kinds of things. And what it is it's just 2 sleeves. And you can just put one side in there and leave the other side out so you can actually use this pocket. You could also put it both in there and then put other stuff in there. You could put a couple $100 hidden in that thing. We've given you 3 business card slots right here that you can put whatever into, credit cards and stuff. We did not give you a specific pin pouch because it's always weird and we never see guys use them. I always just hook a pin or put a pin down through the binder like we saw guys do before there was ever covers for them. But we make a bunch of stuff like this, and it can be super, your color. It can be all matchy match. And then we gave you a patch here where you can put whatever patch you want on there. Dragon Rider Dildo King 27, whatever your email address from when you were 12 years old is, you can have that embroidered and put on there for you. But this is a 3x5 Write in the Rain. If you just look up Write in the Rain, we've got a 3x5. We've got this is the 5x7. Our EDC organizer is set up to hold several pads and pins and stuff and tech support. So that's that. I said last but not least, but I just realized I have this under here. This is our 3-day bag. A lot of you guys have these things. If you have one, put in notes what you think of them. It's a 3-day bag. I don't know what to tell you about it. It's a 3-day bag. It has one main compartment, which is the entire size of the bag. This pops out here, and you've got modular webbing here. We have a day pack side pouch, which goes on both sides, which gives you a lot more, kind of steps it out and carries a lot of excess gear there. You have another pocket right here, which comes out from here to here. So you've got all this, and then you have all this, and then you have another pocket right here, which is flat. So you can just keep flat items or easily accessible stuff, your keys and wallet or whatever you want to put in there. Now, this pocket here, the front, the middle pocket, the whole wall in here is Velcro lined. It's 12 inches across. I'm pretty sure that's 6 and 6 by the whole length of the bag. The next pocket here, same thing. Both walls are Velcro lined. We gave you both walls because our mesh pockets fit in there, and you can put them on both walls. And if you put mesh pockets on both walls and fill those pockets up, you still have room in there for clothing or whatever you want to stick in there. There's still a lot of room when that bag is full. And the footprint of these is set up to where on each wall in there, front and back wall in the main compartment, and then the wall towards your back on the middle compartment. you can put 4 small mesh pockets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And any place you can put 2 small mesh pockets, you can put a large mesh pocket, which means you can put 4 mesh pockets or 2 large mesh pockets per wall, or you can put 2 and 1. You can put 2 small and 1 large mesh pocket. Being Velcro, you can also put all the rifle mag cards, all the pistol mag cards. You can set that thing up however you want. But the mesh pockets is really the way I like to do it, because you can just put everything in there. You can put your heavy stuff towards the bottom. You can put the stuff you're going to utilize the most through the day towards the top. If I don't have something long, I don't use the large mesh pockets. What I find when I use a large mesh pocket is I put a ton of small stuff in there, and then it kind of jumbles around. Whereas if I put them in individual small mesh pockets, I know where I put it, and it's a little less to have to deal with when I go to find it, especially if it's in the dark and I'm looking for it. So that's that. We don't have a pass-through for the hydration point. There is a loop right here for your bladder to hang, and then you just mate your zippers up. Padded shoulder straps, quick release here. Comes with a removable waist belt. Sternum strap right here, clips here, and is adjustable. We've got this step sewn into all of our sternum straps so that if you let it all the way out, it stops. It can't ever come past all the way to the end. So once it's at that lockout, you can still grab this. Even with gloves on, you can get a hold of it. You have a lot of slots here, depending where you ride this. If you want this high on your back, low on your back, depending on torso length, you can adjust this sternum strap up and down so that it works how you want it to work. We build these in a lot of colors. We just built multicam black. I think there's a dozen of them last I saw hanging in there. So if you order these up in multicam black, you'll get one really quickly. We do have woodland either started sewing or about to start sewing. So if you want one in woodland, there's another batch of those coming in the M81. And that's it for the gear review videos. You guys interact in the comments. Let us know what you think of these videos. Do you watch them? Do you just watch a second of them? What should we name the series? If you have questions about the gear or something you want to see, leave it in comments. We'll go through there and actually interact with you. Actually, I think we'll go ahead and pull up the last video and see what the comments in there are, if there's any questions real quick. And we'll add that into the back end here.
Okay, do you want me to get it, or do you have it?
I can pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
You can just cut the dead air out.
Yeah.
I'm going to get sidetracked 5 times before I get there. Oh my God, internet's on fire. Oh my God, did you see what happened in Russia? Oh my God, Japan just bombed China. Oh my God, see, that's how that goes, right? And I'm not even to YouTube yet. Let's go. Let's find our YouTube. Where's my YouTube? Oh my God, here's my YouTube. Full build. Can we make it better?
It's got like the last one has like the logo with fireworks around it, so it's like a dark thumbnail.
The logo with fireworks. How many fucking videos have we built? Holy shit. I'm not even to that yet. I'm still on today's videos. Full build. J&A, John and Amanda.
Right around there. Because that comes out... oh, no, you're probably on Wednesday.
I'm only 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Be a leader. How to maintain your UAV.
Okay, now we're talking, that's probably Tuesday.
What day am I looking for?
Saturday. I can send you a link to it.
Pulling the thread. SOE gear available today, 13 days ago?
No, that one
can't be that one.
You went too far. Let me find it real quick.
Got it.
You got it?
Yep.
All right.
our shit's so organized when, our shit's so unorganized from years of not organizing it. When people look at it, I don't think they have any clue how much video's here. All right. We'll just go newest. Great overview. John, love the series. A great compliment to lives and the website content. It shows the thought that went into the development. Thanks, John. Need more shit. These are awesome. Site is idiot proof, but seeing it on video helps. Dude, I wish I had a shop. I wish you had a shop in East Texas. We don't have a shop in East Texas, but we do have a shop in Tennessee, and thousands of people every year come here. So come here to Self-Reliance Festival, hang out with us for a few days. The shop is open, showrooms here. And you're gonna meet a ton of people, man. I promise you that if you come out to one of our events, you're gonna meet somebody that lives within 20 minutes of you, who have both been there all your lives, and you didn't meet each other. You literally you had to come here because of a common interest to meet each other there. It's crazy. People do it from California all the time. Come all the way here to one of the events and then meet some. We have 12 different couples that have gotten married that met here, that, met each other at the event, who lived, a lot of them, close to each other. So just come out and meet us, man. Next purchase I'm looking for is vehicle med bag and med tear off pouches for my day pack. We have them right now. You should buy them right now. And I don't say that because I need you to buy them. I say that because when you get around to buying them, they won't be here. Very cool to hear you go through the gear thing. Hey, Josh, what's up, buddy? Love you. I think SOE is the only company where the owner of the business talks to you like the customer. Amanda and text John and the lives every night. What CEO is doing content at the end of their day? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Outstanding video, outstanding gear, buy with confidence. No questions in here.
Well, you go back to that other one, there might be. I think there was more comments on that other one.
The other video?
Yeah, it was 13 days ago.
Okay, let me scroll back. I kind of know where it is now.
That one should be bright red and green, so it'll catch your eye.
Because it was Christmas?
Yeah.
Yep. People are like, you guys stole that Santa from someone. I'm like, no. They used the same AI Santa we used. We didn't. We did it before they did. So, this dude says, great way to show off the gear. Gives an awesome look and dimension and utility of the products. I use your bungee sling for the string trimmer. Yeah, that's overlooked a lot, man. If you have to string trim, you know how, well, most people probably don't because they've never string trimmed. But if you string trim any time, your hand goes numb from the vibration and you're trying to manipulate and operate that thing. Not a big deal. Sounds like a real pussy thing I'm talking about until you do a mile of fence line. And if you're doing landscaping and you run a string trimmer at all, man, that bungee sling is awesome for that. We should actually go set up at the lawn and garden shows and stuff just to sell those slings. I'll bet we would sell a lot more rifle slings to people with string trimmers than people with rifles, which is baffling.
I have two. One sits on a rifle that I never use, and one gets used every weekend in the spring and summer.
Yep. I love these sit-down videos with the gear. Hope you had a great Christmas. Thank you. Love when you guys go over the gear. Who better than the man himself to share the features? Outstanding. I think this kind of video is great. Would love to see a run of IKEA-style totes. We already have them. They're on the website to order. I check your website from time to time to see if any Rallyman subloads are available. Well, guess what? I'm reading this from 2 weeks ago, and we just did Rallyman subloads. I just showed them on this video. Any idea when you might run another batch? So, guys, if you want us to run something, not this guy, we already did, obviously. If you want us to run something that's not there, the easiest way to communicate, like the most surefire way, I do a live video every night at 9 o'clock on YouTube. Jump on there. First 10 minutes of the video, I just show all the gear we're running. It takes a while to show it. Like I show what we made. I show what's available in bulk that we actually have a bunch of. I show what's on the sewing machines that's being built. I also show what's on the carts in line to go straight into sewing. But you asked that question there. And we have that conversation. I show you what we have that might work for you. And then if you want it in another color, we discuss how to make that happen. But that's how these things happen. We just ran these Woodland Rallyman pouches because a dude on video asked about it. We had the conversation, and then, you know, we made that happen. I just like, hey, write this down, Amanda. I tasked somebody for it, and there we build it out. Rallyman Subload is an unappreciated item. I keep mine fully loaded, ready to clip into my shooting fighting belt, so that if I have a small rig on ever and should hit the fan moment, I have to don a slick carrier. I can quickly go from 2 M4 pistol mags to 8 instant force multiplier. Yep, absolutely. Let's face it, moral of the story here, buy the 8 mag stacked. Love my Coyote one. Yeah. We just I think we ran 3 runs of these in the last maybe 3 weeks. They're sold out, and a dude just the other night was like, are you going to run more of these? I think we're running more in Woodland right now. Bob says, I want an SOE album.
Well, because you were mentioning about
Yep.
Yeah.
Love the music. I was telling my wife the other day it'd be sweet to add them into my Get Shit Done playlist. After the live last night, I ordered a FUPA sling and Velcro holster. Right on. We actually talked last night. War coat. Wondering if you happen to make a roll pouch for saddle hunting. Looking for something to hold about 40 foot of rappelling rope and attach to a hunting saddle. I don't. And by hunting saddle, I don't think he means saddle on a horse. I think it's like guys hang in this like sling thing in a tree, and they deer hunt off of that. We probably have something to hold 40 feet of rope, but I'm not real familiar with what you're talking about.
And you have to know like the diameter of the rope.
Yeah, I mean, you're typical. I mean, could you use lesser rope? Would it suspend you? It would, but to break the rope, right, to stop the rope, unless you're using mechanical device, mechanical device, you're going to use gloves. So you get a lot of friction. It's super hot, right? So if you're using 2 lines of assault rope, it's typically like Blue Water or New England assault rope, and that's going to be a static rope versus a dynamic rope. And I can slack jump with a single line and go burning in, and it's going to fucking heat up pretty good. But you have a lot more control with 2. It's a lot more forgiving with 2, and it creates less of friction and heat with 2, depending on the glove, right? Do you want a big welding glove? Do I want to carry around this giant glove, or do I just want like a leather work glove? There's a little bit to it. 8 mag stacked. I store my ratchet straps and bungee cords in a toiletry bag. Yep, I keep mine because I have a little bulkier ones. I keep them in tool bags and large tool bags. Do you like these videos, Mr. Willis? For sure. I give the idea of many products for you produce, though always good to reacquaint myself. Right on. Yes, please. Album made in the motherfucking USA. The album, SOE album featuring Vanilla Ice. Any info on order? I don't have a fucking clue. What's your order? What did I say? What's the name and the order? Because it ain't Giuseppe. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know shit about it. This is not the way to ask here. I actually replied to that guy and have nothing further. He could have emailed me, but I don't know. So that's it. If you like these videos, just hit us up, leave some comments. What should we name this video series? And we will see you next week. If you need some more in between there, jump on the live feeds every night, and you'll see a lot more gear on the live feeds. That's all I got. Don't forget the paint salve. SOEtacticalgear.com. If you're not sure what this is, check it out. I've been using this for about two months almost, probably. And little aches and pains and shit. And she'll rub this on, and she's like, that paint salve work? I'm like, I don't know if it worked, but it don't hurt no more, so it must have worked. So check them out. We got them on the website. Man, I need to do these videos before I eat lunch. Every time I eat and then sit down, just so much slower. All Also, if you guys use Amazon, if you want to help support us in some manner where you don't have to give us money, Amazon, if you just click any of the links in our videos to Amazon in description or off of our website or our email or our text, it takes you to Amazon, and anything you buy in the next 24 hours on Amazon, it gives us a little piece of it without costing you anything. Help support somebody that you like what they're doing. If you don't like us and you watch us, it's amazing, but those people are there. Do that for somebody you do like, because every creator does that. When they say anything about Amazon, it's putting a cookie into your browser to show you the thing they're pretending to show you. And then they get a piece of everything you buy in the next 24 hours. If you go look at their stuff and you've got everything sitting in your shopping cart and you don't check out till a week later, they don't get nothing. So make a conscious effort to go back. It does help them out. And EMP shield, the government's been projecting that dark, cold winter all these times, and we all like to talk about it, and all our prepper masturbation fantasies all revolve around EMP. Unfortunately, it does seem to be something to that. Carrington event, coronal mass ejection, or just lightning strike knocks your stuff out. EMP shield will warranty every circuit that one of these is on for up to $25,000. So they might not be there to collect if the EMP goes off. However, your shit might also work after it goes off, but it will definitely work after lightning strike. And if it doesn't, they will give you up to $25,000 per circuit that you have these on. They cost a couple $100. If you use code SOE at checkout, they will give you $50 off of your order. You can't really beat that. So check them out. Great people. Come out to one of the events here at Self-Reliance Festival. EMP Shield is here in full effect. All the guys are here. As a matter of fact, those guys actually installed, them and Billy Bond installed the EMP shields on some of the circuits here in the building. So come out, meet everybody. selfreliancefestival.com. Tons of people come out. You learn all kinds of stuff, but you build all kinds of relationships. We're trying to build a community. And typical thing you will see in people's communities is that all these people move in here and they want to change things. Well, we're trying to change things by moving people in that we want here. We have over 50 people who have moved here because of special operations equipment. That's part of what we're doing with Self-Reliance Festival, trying to recruit as well as influence and inspire people to do the same in their communities. So check that out also. And that's selfreliancefestival.com. You can also see them on all social media platforms. Homestead Apprentice is a program we're working on where we're doing the same things. And we're actually going to recruit employees as well as people for our community from Homestead Apprentice. We can't take all of them. We're going to have winners. But what you will find is you will also have the ability to locate with other groups and meet other people from other places, South Carolina, for instance, North Carolina, Ohio. And there'll be job opportunities as well as just building your future. And you can check that out, and you should check that out. Even if you're not interested in participating, you should definitely check it out on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and that's Homestead Apprentice. Check that out, short form content, get involved, send it to some young person that you think might be of interest, send it to an old person that it might benefit. If you're an expert in some kind of field and you want to participate, reach out to us. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for participants. We're looking for some infrastructure as well. But just interact with us there. Check it out. And if you're interested, put it in an application and a video resume, and we will get back to you. Thank you guys for your time. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next time.